Hello and good evening to this evening's SC Electricity Men's First Division match between Fun Harps FC and Bray Wanderers FC. Glad to see I'm joined in commentary here by Shane Bradley, former player and legend here at Fun Harps. We'll hear from him in a wee second. At the moment, I'm going to give you the teams. Number 1 is Tim Oliver-Heimer. Number 4 is Tahai McCallion for Fun Harps. Number 7 is Ryan Flood, and captain for tonight. Number 10 is Daniel Stoku. Number 12 is Stephen Doherty. Number 20 is Sean O'Donnell. Number 27 is Patrick Ferry. Number 30 is Jamie Watson. Number 42 is Match Hutchinson. 55 is Matthew Mackinson. And 77 is Semi Scott Wara. And the starting team for Bray Wanderers tonight. Number 25 is Stephen McGuinness. Number 3 is Len O'Sullivan. Number 4 is Jack Hudson. Number 7 is Conor Crowley. Number 8 is Harry Groom. Number 9 is Chris Lyons. Number 14 is Danya Massey, captain as well. Number 15 is Ben Feeney. Number 17 is Darren Craven. Number 18 is Max Murphy. And number 77 is Nat Tree Butcher. And just waiting for the two teams to come out onto the pitch here. Good to see young Donaghy Athletic FC, who recently had their new pitch as well down Donaghy. Good to see it. There are flag bearers here tonight. Our match sponsors tonight are Harkins Gala, and the match ball sponsor is Tony O'Mahony. Joined in commentary by Shane Bradley here tonight. Shane, straight away our listeners will have heard a lot of new names in the lineup for Harps tonight. Can you go through maybe what we're looking at tonight?
Yeah, it looks like I think there's 10 players that come in all together, so it looks like there's a lot of them players starting as well. So a lot of players that did the first kind of half of the season, they seem to be on the bench at the tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how these new players get on. Just looking at the results there up until now, the first 11 games that Fun Harps had, they got 14 points. So after that, then the last 10 games they only got 7 points. So the players previously they did okay at the start of the season. So hopefully these players can do okay at this, in their first couple of games as well, their first 10 or 11 games and that, and they continue on. So there's a few players left the club as well, and we thank them for their commitment as well and effort. They give absolutely everything for the club, and I'm sure every fan here appreciates that.
Yeah, best wishes to all those players in the next part of their journey in their football careers. As Bray take the pitch here now as well. Shane, it's one thing maybe just one or two players onto a team, but introducing as many as that is for a proper competitive league fixture is going to be difficult. And no doubt Bray will be looking at the team sheet and saying we need to get at them early before they get settled. But it'll be interesting how it plays out in the first 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult. I suppose them players have been in the last 4 or 5 weeks, and they've been trying to get up to speed, and I suppose looking at the transfer market and the transfer business that Bray done, it looks like it was quiet enough, so they're well gelled. They're a good organised team as well, and they play good football. Looking at them the last time here when we were in Fun Park, they play good football. I think it was 1-1 here, and Bray turned Fun Harps over 2-0 down on Carlisle grounds, so it's going to be a tough assignment, the first baptism of the League of Ireland for a lot of players, so we'll just see how they get on.
Yeah, just looking at the league table here, Bray Wanderers currently sitting at 5th position, which is the 4th playoff qualifying place. So that's a very important position they're in. They've got a 3-point lead ahead of Wexford. Indeed, Harps are they're only 8 points behind Bray. It's still a lot of season to go yet, so I'm sure they'll be looking to get a result tonight to try and even close that gap in Bray.
Yeah, if you're looking at it, this is the team they're trying to catch. I think Bray are in 5th place and Athlone are in 4th place, so they're the team to catch on 29 points, as you say, 8 points ahead. So it's really, really a massive game, because if Bray do get 3 points out of this here, it's going out to 11 points, but Fun Harps, if they get the 3 points here, it's down to 5 points, so they have a fighting chance then for the playoff spot.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure Bray looking on their shoulders too, but you know what? They're a merit where they're sitting in 5th, and they'll be looking to build themselves. So looking forward to a good game here this evening in Ballybofey. Very warm evening, still in the 20 degrees here at the moment, and the pitch looks in great shape. So credit to the ground staff there as well. Looks like Harps are going to play towards River End, Shane, in the first half, and they normally like that.
Yeah, that's the way they like playing. You know, they like playing onto the town end in the second half. And just looking at the flags there, they look like they're playing against the one in the first half. You know, so Bray will have the one in the first half, and then Fun Harps maybe will have the one in the second half if it doesn't die down. You know, the pitch looks in good shape. So I see Bray Wanderers in a huddle here. I'd like to welcome all the Bray fans as well. Just counting them there, there's about 12 over there, which is fantastic to see that supporters travelling all around the county or the country as well. You know, so fair play to them for coming up to Balfay and Donegal.
Yeah, the referee's just giving the signal here to both keepers and getting ready to kick off here. Our referee this evening is Robert Dowling. So it's Bray on the ball nice and early, and a nice good straight away from Patrick Frey closing down Shane and forcing a throw in up on this side.
Yeah, Patrick Frey is very, very good at that. You'll probably see that now for all his time at Fun Harps. You know, he's a really, really hard working, really, really quick and a good finisher as well. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on.
Yeah, battling well there with number 14. Was it Dane Massey? Or Massey. So Chris Lyons with lay off there, but Harps looking to win it back. And so a wee bit like most games here, Shane, just a wee bit of over and back. Both teams getting settled, but a space on the far right now for Bray. But there's number 18 there, Max Murphy, with the time and space, but well defended by Harps, and they'll reset again in their own half. So Butcher just looks to knock it back. It's going back to 14. As he finds keeper, Stephen McGuinness. As Bray look to play it from the back. Just goes long this time though. It's well won in the air. Diamond Canyon wins it for Harps. Referee has looked but plays on. A bit of a chance for a break here on the left hand side, but they'll go back inside to the middle. Grome goes to the far side again. That's Max Murphy on the ball again, looking for Butcher. Finds time and space. He's done well down this right side, but it's Ryan Flood in with the tackle. Home fans appreciating the work there. So early doors here at Fun Park. It's the first corner of the night, and it's gone to Bray after 3 minutes. Bit of movement in the box. There's a free header here. It was 15 Ben Feeney with the free header there. Nobody seemed to pick him up. And maybe that's a problem, Shane, with this new team out tonight. Just not sure the rules. Some people out there yet.
Yeah, it's just a wee bit of organising, you know. Who picks up who, you know, it should be done before the game anyway. You know, you should have the matchups done before the game. So wee bit of movement there by Bray as well, and isolated them in the middle, just around the penalty spot, you know. And so Ryan Flood did well to clear it away off the line.
Yeah, so ball comes in again. Better header this time from Mac Hutchinson. It's a chance to break here. Sean Donnell will pick it up. It's a 1-on-1. It's a good firm tackle, in fairness. Nice sharp turn there by Butcher, but ball's going out of play. So a couple of strong challenges in the midfield there from young Watson, too, making his debut tonight for Fun Harps. Swelled up by Patrick Dixie Ferry. So he wins the throw high up the pitch for Harps. Ryan Flood switches the play out to Stephen Dorney. Good to see him back at Finn Park. It's a great ball in, and is well contested there by Massey as it clears his line. So once again, Harps looking to build up in the opposition half. It's Stephen Doherty working there with Ryan Flood, and Doherty will take the throw again. Flood will get on his left foot, which is a wee bit short. It's well defended by Wara. Grimwood down there looking for the foul, but it's well won again by Stocco. Linesman has given an offside here. Fine margins there, Shane.
Fine margins, surely. But you just look at the referee. He's given he's letting a lot flow there as well. So Bray's kind of looking for fouls, and maybe Finn Harps are getting on there and just playing the whistle really.
So 1-on-1 here. Dahi McCallion has done well against Chris Lyons.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask all the children, please take their feet back behind the wall in the interest of health and safety. Would all the children please take their feet back behind the wall? Thank you.
So Sullivan, the left back, looking inside to Craven, who goes out wide to Murphy. It's well defended, and Flood just clears his lines. So Crowley goes back to Murphy. Massey looks to go switch across the right back. There's a wee bit of space. He's looking for the 1-2 here, is he? Eventually gets the ball up the wing. It's a good ball into space. This is dangerous here. Oh, it's stopping. And Tim Heimer had to take no chances there, Shane. There's a serious stop on that. I think it was a shot cross come shot.
Yeah, no, he dealt with it very well then in the end up, but Bray started very well. They they keep the ball very well. It came from the middle and out to the right, and then it came back in again, but Tim Overheimer did very, very well there. You can see that Bray are very gelled together, so they've played a full half a season with each other, so you can see that they know what each other is doing,
Yeah, but more flow to their play, all right. And there's a dangerous ball on the near post, but Ryan Flood's dealt with it well. Sean Dahl looked to try and win this. Takes a high bounce. Looks like he's hands all over him, but ref let not flow here, in fairness to him. 18, Max Murphy on the opposite side of the pitch after that corner, but O'Donnell picks that up. Stocco, ref's given a foul this time. Daniel Stocco there, number 10 for Harps tonight, Shane. He started very well in the middle of the field, picking up bits and pieces.
Yeah, and he's starting to link with the front two as well. He nearly got Patrick Ferry there on earlier on as well. So seems a decent player. I watched him in training there, and he's technically very good. So and once he's in front of goals too, he can finish. So he started very well.
Well, just a wee bit on the short side. Stuck on it, and a good firm challenge there by Hutchinson. The new lads here looking to make an impression from the off. They're certainly getting stuck in, as you expect from both teams. And Tim Heimer decides to make that his. So, Sammy Scott Wara looks for a long ball again in the channel. This is a dangerous enough ball. Sean Donald with the header. It's well won by McCann in the air. We know he's excellent in the air. Wara, he'll go back to the keeper. A wee bit firm. It's all right. Tim's got good feet. He takes care of it. Goes across to Mackison. Looks to switch the play over to the far side. Watson wins the header very well. O'Donnell just out muscled by Massey, but is well flicked on that time by O'Donnell. Hutchinson on the ball. Ten minutes in, Shane, what's your impression so far? Harps will be happy that they're just getting settled into this game and looking to get a bit of flow to their own game as well. Good to get the new players touching the ball, I suppose.
Yeah, I think Bray started a lot better, and they have more cohesion, and flow to their play, as you says earlier. Fun Harps really just starting to get to know each other, so seems like they're technically good enough footballers, and they're chasing the ball good and high as well. So
ball over the top to Sean O'Donnell, but McGinnis is out really quick to pick that up.
Yeah, it looks like the Fun Harps are playing a 3-5-2 at the moment, and then Bray's playing a 4-4-2. Playing with a diamond in midfield there, so they're playing very narrow, the two wingers, so with two up front. So it's very positive formation there.
Yeah, as I said at the start, no doubt Bray looking to hit Harps early here. They try to settle all these new players in, but so far they've looked impressive, as you've said, Shane. So another corner. Make it at the fourth corner maybe so far for Bray. Throw in. My apologies. Yeah,
and we did talk about Ellis Ferreira in there, for set pieces and stuff that and Keith Cowan, they were dominant in the air, and Dahi McCallion and that, but you've got the two centre halves in there now. Matthew and then Scott as well, Matthew Wilkinson and Scott Wara. They're big units, so they are dominant in the air as well. They can be.
So Stephen Doherty will take us through over on the far side. Look for a bit of movement ahead of him as O'Donnell comes up the wing. He gets a flick on inside the flood. Done well to get to that corner. Wara goes long this time. Look for Patrick Ferry, who's just adjudged to be an offside again, but another tight decision.
Yeah, you know what? Patrick himself, he doesn't need to be that. He doesn't need to be offside. He doesn't need to be kind of on line, because he's quick enough to get on behind anyway. He just timed the runs. Maybe it's his first game. He played with Dergview there before he came to Fun Harps, so he hasn't got a game now in about 6 or 8 weeks. So maybe it's just timing the runs a wee bit off, but he's well able to give himself a yard and then go for it.
Yeah. Harps looking to play out this time again. Good combination play there as Ora goes to Watson. Stoko has moved it on. Patrick Ferry showing good footwork, and that's a good switch. Home crowd appreciating this good early play. It's a decent ball, but it'll run out to the keeper, no doubt. McGinnis again, sharp off his line. Good move there, Shane, but played in through the thirds or into the midfield.
Yeah, good one-touch football, played into the middle and out to the right and back into the middle and switched to the left, so really, really good. Now just the pass was a wee bit too much on it, and the keeper, in fairness to him, read it very well.
Good header there by Groom. So he looks for Lyons, who's taking on more, but he's a big unit, Shane. Do well to get past him in those situations, one-on-ones.
Yeah, just look at him and training and stuff. He seems to be in the right place at the right time, and I suppose for a defender, that's what you want, And what did you see now from now to the end of the season? His shots, he seems to block every shot. So just that forwards tackle there by Patrick Ferry there. So
yeah, he's going to get a wee.
I think
from the referee here.
Yeah, I think the referee's doing very well. He's letting the game flow as well. And, any other ref would probably book Patrick Ferry for that, but there was nothing on it. He was unfortunate. The Bray player did very, very well. So, the referee is doing well so far.
Yeah, so Crawley here will try and curl us into the box with his right foot. It's a dangerous ball in, but good shout by Tim Heimer there. He claims that.
Really dangerous ball, you know. So there was nobody running really across Tim Heimer, you know, but he came out and he collected it very well.
Stephen Doherty finds Flood in the middle of the field. He's going to switch this. No, he's just going through, but it's well defended. Watson. Jimmy Watson on the ball. It's a good diagonal to Hutchison. Can he find it at the far side? He does. Sean Dawes and acres of space here, and it's a big chance for Harps. He's trying to work opening, but he's just been snuffed out by the defender. I thought he'd gone to his right foot there. He might pull the trigger, Shane, but he knows best. Oh, dangerous ball in the box there by Stephen Doherty. And Patrick Ferry just couldn't get on the end of it. Good play here by Harps, Shane.
Yeah, Patrick Ferry did very well. Really strong header out to Sean O'Donnell on the left-hand side. And I thought he was going to cut on and have a shot, but he decided to go on his left side, and he well defended then by Max Murphy right back there.
Heimer deep in his own box, goes long here. It's well heard by Massey, but Warren will keep it in. Go to Stocko. And they go again. Good patience here by Harps. Now the switch is on. It's well defended by Murphy. Looking for that switch now a couple of times, Shane.
Yeah, and I suppose they don't realise how big the pitch is, you know, trying to make that switch from the right, nearly the right-hand touchline to the left-hand touchline, and it's a really difficult ball to play. It just doesn't reach at times, you know. You really need to overhit them, but you just
referee's giving the flag up here.
You really underestimate the kind of the width of the pitch. I think the only person that I could remember doing is Johnny Minnick going from one side to the other, and Johnny had a ping of a left peg, you know. So
for sure, yeah. Good opening 15 minutes here at Finn Park, as both teams are playing some good football, and there's definitely increase in intensity since maybe last time we were at Finn Park. It was good. Both teams are looking at a high level here, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, surely, you know, and Finn Harps, when they get the ball, they look a wee bit threatening, you know, going forward, you know, but you know, they're solid, Bray solid at the back. They have that four at the back, you know. The fullbacks don't really get forward, you know, when Finn Harps are attacking. They have the four at the back, which is eliminating kind of any attack that Finn Harps has, because one defender's going for it and the other one's covering behind, which all good defenders or back four should do. It's really, you know, when Bray's attacking and you turn them over on the opposition side, the fullbacks will be away forward, you know, so you only have two centre halves at the back, you know, and that's where you want to put pressure on them like this here. Yeah,
John Donald on the far wing. It's well defended though. The centre half there, Hudson got
Jack
across.
Hudson. Yeah, great tackle.
It just shows if you do break through that midfield chain, there was a 3-on-3 there for Harps, and that's what they're looking to create.
Yeah, I think you know, it's really mind games. Football is really, you know. So if you let Bray come on to you, their fullbacks will start creeping forward. So they only really have the two centre halves back, and Harps are quick up there, you know. So maybe invite them on a wee bit and then turn them over, and then you've only two defenders to beat then, you know. So and get runners up alongside them, and maybe that's the way through for Finn Harps.
Space in the middle of the field here, just a heavy touch. He looks to win it back. Butler's done well. The ref will bring it back for free. He'll just have a word here with Daniel Stocko. He's actually going to book him, so he is.
Yeah, I think it's harsh enough. You know, I don't think he got any connection with Butcher there at all. You know, I think of course there's a wee bit of
just stopped the counter, didn't he?
I think so. And then Butcher maybe had a heavy touch, so it made it look worse. You know, so but harsh enough, the yellow card. But we can't say too much about the referee. He's done very well so far.
Again, it's Hudson on the ball here. As he looks for options further forward, he's going to switch this out to the far wing. That ball's going to go out of play. Just forcing the play a wee bit, Bray, aren't they, the last 5-10 minutes here, Shane? Because they've been started off very well, working through the thirds as well.
They have, surely, but you know, I have to give credit to Finn Harps as well. They're solid, they look solid. They have three centre halves there. And then once it coming down this side, Stephen Doherty drops in, so it's nearly 4 at the back. And then you have Jamie Watson, then he's dealing with the ball over to the right hand side. So Harps look solid so far.
Yeah, good tackle there by Watson. There's a chance here. Sean O'Donnell is in the box. One of the keeper to beat. The keeper got it very quickly there, Shane. He probably could have taken a shot a wee bit earlier, but the keeper, credit to the keeper.
Yeah, I think that's what Finn Harps are looking for as well, to turn them over kind of in that area of the pitch, and then they have the pace then, like Sean O'Donnell going. In fairness, the keeper, he had a great position there, so he closed down the angle very, very well, So it was a good attack by Finn Harps, but it was really by a mistake from Bray Wanderers giving the ball away, but that was kind of brought on by Harps kind of pressing.
Good ball here by Ryan Flood. Watson will try and zip this in. He's headed clear. Left back O'Sullivan clears his lines. Dan McCallion times that very well. And it's just gone off Watson here. So the new players here tonight, Shane, making themselves at home here and settling very, very quickly here, in fairness to them.
Yeah, they seem to have good quality out in the pitch there, and it's good to see 3 Donegal players on it as well. There's Stephen Doherty at left wing back, and then you have Patrick Ferry and Sean O'Donnell up front, So three Donegal players out in the starting 11 there.
Always good to see that. As Bray forced the issue high up the pitch now, have a chance on the far side to work something. So both keepers maybe just tested once so far, Shane. It's fairly even here at Finn Park.
Yeah, McGuinness did very well with that save as well on Sean O'Donnell, and Tom Hyber's been solid. He's been solid all season, if you take him out of there, even last week down in Bray, the 6-1 defeat, down in Waterford, 6-1 defeat, he was fantastic. So he kept a score down with that one, in fairness to him, but he's been really good all season. So hopefully that can continue for Tim.
Yeah. Stephen Doherty and Ryan Flood combined so well so far in this game. And it's well defended again by Hudson as he just glances that back to the keeper, McGuinness. He looks for one of his centre halves to play out. But it's Harps press up high, so he's going to go long. The bounce deceives everyone. And Mackinson, a good header out to left back Doherty. Zips that forward. Sweet chance to break on the right hand side here for Watson's got time and space. He's got Sean Donnell ahead of him. No, just try to wee flick there. It didn't come off, but Warren will get on it. There's forward movement here. It's a great ball. Oh, it's well defended though by the captain. Macy, that was that got through there. I think there was 2 Harps players on the end of that.
I think Dave Massey there. He's seen a lot of them balls played through there. Down through his career. Yeah. Really good reading of the play there by Dave Massey, and he started attack there for Bray.
Yeah, a good break there by Butcher, but Warren was deemed to have knocked him over.
Yeah, Butcher's he's very direct, and you want that as kind of attacking players as well. I see Chris Lyons there talking to him because he made a run on behind, and it was just a wee deft touch onto him, and Lyons is a very, very good finisher, so it was great movement by him, but Butcher just didn't see him.
So chances being created both ends here tonight, and a very exciting first quarter of the match. And it looks like it's going to be Darren Craven who's going to whip this with his right foot, is he? Or
yeah, it's a bit too far out, I would say.
Yeah, he just bounces off the hard surface. Timheimer just takes it easily as he finds Mackinson on the far left.
Just looking at the pitch there, the pitch seems to be the grass is cut across the way. It seems to be a wee lap, every time there's a cut. I'm just wondering would it be better going up and down the pitch, because it's going to be bobbly going forward to back. What do you think?
Well observed.
Every time it goes over this wee hump, there's going to be a wee bump, so just for the grounds, people maybe cut the pitch up and down rather than across.
Looking for a job, Shane. So here we go, Bray on the attack again. Looking to create something in the Harps half. It's a heavy touch by Lyons. So Warren will go out here to Watson. There's plenty of forward movement. The midfielders looking to join the attack fairly quickly here. It's a nice flick over the top by Stoker to Sean O'Donnell. He's done well here. And he's kept it on his own. No, he's just going out of play.
He did do Dave Massey with pace there, but a wee bit of experience with Dave Massey, give him a wee shove, and made Sean O'Donnell kind of give a wee heavier touch, no doubt, for a goal.
Giving a corner, maybe, is he?
Oh, he's giving a corner here.
And make that Harps' first corner of the match as we're into the 24th minute here at Finn Park.
You have a lot of big men up there now. You have Scott Wara, you have Matt Mickinson as well, and you have Dahi McCallion, you know, so it'll be interesting to see the
strong son there too in the keeper's eyes.
Yeah. I see Jamie Watson up there as well, number 30, you know, so he's a right wing back, but maybe he's good in the air and he'll take everybody away, you know. All the big men take everybody away, and it could be him that scores the goal.
Yeah, to the back post. It's a good header, and it's just gone over and wide. Good ball in there from Ryan Flood, as we expect at this stage. I think it was our left centre back, Mackinson, that got his head on that.
Yeah, good delivery with Ryan Flood. You put it into the area that the keeper can't come. Just unfortunate by Matty Mackinson there.
So Hudson goes long again here looking for Lions with the Jaime Canyon. And there yet again. You're taking for granted at the stage. Shane, he's going to win the headers. He's very good in there.
Really good in there, right? Yeah. He is. For a young man, you know, his timing's very, very good. Yeah.
Watson with the header too, and Ryan Flood challenges in the middle of the field. And Watson, who's done well in this first half over on this right side. He looks comfortable, both in possession and out of possession. He's having a good debut here as well, Shane.
Yeah, he's settled on well. You know, he's not gone forward too much. You know, he's just sat on and has picked his times going forward. And he's in right position when he's defending.
Yeah. So Mackinson's out early there on Lions. Great ball by Flood. The speedy O'Donnell has a chance to run at Hudson here. Oh, he just couldn't get past him. As well defended again. He'll go long for Groom, and Mackinson defends it well.
Yeah, good. That's what I was saying. You know, you let when Bray's attacking and then you turn it over. You know, Matty Mickinson did very well stepping on there to Chris Lyons. You know, so the two fullbacks are gone. Whenever you turn that over in your own third, then you can play the ball good and quick, like they did to Sean O'Donnell there. And it was good defending there by Jack Hudson, but Sean, he needs to back himself a wee bit more and just knock it past him a few more yards, and he has the pace to get past anybody. So he just needs to learn that wee bit.
Yep. Chance here for Sullivan to whip it on from the left side, which he does. To the back stick. Looks like a bit of holding there, yeah. Foul given against number 15 there, Ben Finney, was it? So Dave Rogers will be, I'm sure, happy enough, Shane. 27 minutes in here at Finn Park. He's burgered out the orders there now, but he knows that I'm sure he's happy with what he's seen so far.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it looks solid anyway. When Bray goes forward, you know, they don't look to be creating a wild lot. You know, there's no kind of heart in the mouth kind of job. So he'd be happy enough the way things are. You know, I suppose maybe in the last third, the cutting edge is not there at the minute, but I suppose it's just getting to know each player. You know, Sean O'Donnell and Patrick Ferry. It's the first time they play together. You know, so it'll take time for them to gel together as well.
That's for sure, but. Ball's played forward. Referee gives advantage there. Oh, Stokes just must control that in the middle of the field. There's a chance to slip him in. Lions in here.
He's offside.
Yeah,
it's offside.
So just a wee mistake in the middle of the field just shows you how quickly, Shane, you can be turned over and punished.
Yeah, that's it. You know, every team has quality players, you know, and I think Finn Harps are trying to do that to Bray, you know, but when you're turned over right in the middle of that pitch, about 40 yards out, it creates an opportunity then for the opposition team, you know. So just Chris Lyons, just he's straight offside there a wee bit, you know, and it wasn't a bad shot by Darren Garvey.
So Harps look to go long this time, change it up. Tim Heimer looks for Watson over on this right side. Looks like he got the Yeah, it's off of Bray O'Sullivan's, I think, maybe. So Harps get a throw up this far side. Dave Rogers certainly trusting his team to play more at the back here tonight, Shane. If they haven't gone as long, maybe we've seen the last few weeks here at Finn Park.
Yeah, maybe the players are looking for it, a wee bit more, and Tim's kind of more confident in what he's got in front of him. I don't really know, but they seem to be playing a bit of football here.
Offside here against Harps.
Yeah, just looking at Finn Harps subs bench, you got Oisin Cooney, Keith Cowan, Noah Baba, Kevin Porter, Kevin Jordan, Shane McMonigal, Damien Duffy, and then you BJ Banda on the bench as well, and stuff. It's a very experienced bench, and stuff. You have no Philip De Silva there, you have no Catalego Mashevgo in the squad tonight as well. The squad looks very very big. So maybe the changes that is made by Finn Harps will make a difference in this game. Who knows?
Yeah, just a wee bit of treatment here for the right back Murphy here. So we'll take an opportunity to go through some of the scores throughout the league as most of them approach half time at this stage. Kerry FC 1, Treaty United 2. At half time is Waterford 2, Longford 1. Wexford 1, Athlone 4. Cove Ramblers 1, Galway United 1. And of course 0-0 here at Finn Park. We'll also give you the Premier scores here as well. So Derry City at home tonight against Sligo Rovers and at Northwest Derby are 1 each as they approach half time. Drogheda United 0, Shamrock Rovers 0. UCD 0, Shelburne FC 1. St Patrick's Athletic 1, Cork City 0. And Bohemians 1, Dundalk 2. So plenty of scores throughout the country, Shane. There's not too many games, no goals on it. So we're still waiting for our first goal here at Finn Park. Which way do you see that going? Or
yeah, it's very even at the minute. I suppose it's hard to know who. I think Finn Harps look a wee bit threatening going forward, more threatening than Bray. So I think it's an even enough game. It probably deserves to be 0-0. Just talking about Finn Harps squad, and you have all them people on the bench, and you've got Philip De Silva, and you've got Catalego Mashego as well. You've got people injured as well. Ryan Rainey's injured, Seamus Keogh, Ellis Ferrer, and Shawnee Bradley. All injured as well, so it's a massive squad now that Finn Harps has, and Dave Rogers, the manager, has to pick from.
yeah, for sure. And like any team or any squad, Shane, if you're in there, you're fighting to keep your shirt and keep that place. So that's all on your performance on the day. So the team has started tonight here. Everyone's done very well so far, you have to say.
Yeah, I think so. Everybody's acquitted themselves very well. So. Just need to keep an eye, a second balls. I can see people just kind of you're straying off people, and they're getting a couple of yards. So even in the Finn Harps back third, it's really important to get the second balls, especially in this first division, because possession is key as well.
Yeah, O'Sullivan looks to go forward for Finney, but it's well defended by McCallion. Young Derryman having a solid first half here at Finn Park.
Yeah, he looks very comfortable in between Scott Wara and there, and Matty Mickinson as well. And maybe they're very opposing men each side of him, but he looks very comfortable at the minute. McCallion does.
He sure does. And Watson here has looked good so far. He's gone to Matchison. Can he switch the play? It's on. He's done well. Ryan Flood. Stephen Dorn looked to overlap him, and it's on. Just a wee bit overhead there. So
yeah, I think Bray are struggling a wee bit in midfield. They're playing 4-4-2, so they're 4 midfield. Against Finn Harps really 5. So you have the 2 wing backs, and then you have 3 in the middle. So it's really 3v2 in the middle, and that switch is always on. So when you come from the right hand side and switch into the left hand side, you should have really Ryan Flood and Stephen Doherty free, or vice versa. You have 2 free on the other side once coming from left to right.
Yeah, space here for Butler to run into, and we know he can move. As O'Sullivan looks to join the attack. He's very isolated here unless he can get across into the box. It's well defended by Harps, but there's space here for Groom, who's whipped the ball in. Oh, this is a big chance. It's well hit, but defended in there by Mackinson. Good chance for Ferry to break, but it's well defended as Massey gets on it again. He looks to go to his right back, Murphy. Lyons looks to flick it around the corner, but it's Stephen Doherty steps in. He looks to find O'Donnell. It's a foot race here between himself and Hudson. This time he knocks it past him, like you were saying, Shane, but it's well defended, you have to say. Great tackle, and O'Donnell's just tripped him up on the way back.
Yeah,
super defending there, Shane.
Good defending. You know, even with Sean there, he could have knocked it further in front of him, and Hudson wouldn't have caught him at all. So he just given him enough there to make that tackle. But it's good to see him knock it in front of him, you know, because it's just open space, and he'll run into it all day long, you know. But it was good defending that time by Jack Hudson.
Yep. Good break there from Harps after Darren Craven there. The half chance there for Bray at the edge of the box there. It was well defended. Just
over the last couple of minutes there, Chris Lyons, he probably disappointed, you know. He has the quality. He's disappointed with his hold-up play, you know, and maybe his passing, but just he's a man to keep an eye on as well, you know. But a couple of the link play could be a wee bit better, but I'm sure he knows that himself.
Yeah, Finney here does well to retain possession. As Butcher goes back to O'Sullivan. It was picked off by Stocco, who's gets the throw for his team. Watson and Ryan Flood playing the 1-2. It's a great ball until O'Donnell holds it up. Looks to switch it. It's still on the switch. Oh, O'Donnell's done well to win this. It goes against O'Sullivan this time. Oh, there's a bit of a coming together, just Shane. I don't think referee or the assistant's going to give it for that. But it was good pace again by O'Donnell, just couldn't get past O'Sullivan again.
Sean, good defending as well. You know, he just put his body into Sean, you know, and Sean runs that quick. Any wee knock at all, he's going to get knocked over because he's running that quick. But good play by Sean O'Donnell. Good play as well by Daniel Stokey there and midfield as well. But it was good defending as well.
Play again there. Patrick Ferry gets on the ball. Can he switch this to the far side? It's a wee bit behind Watson. He keeps it on the halfway line here. There's a chance to put one over the top, but he's going to retain possession here. It's a McCallion zips one in. Great ball. There's a chance on here. Just delayed the pass a wee bit. That's well as Massey steps in. Clips one over the top for Finney to get on the end of. Stephen Doherty has covered the space as well. He's done well. Mackison looks cool and composed back there in the Fun Harps defence.
Yeah, I think Stephen Doherty did very well getting his body in between the man and the ball as well. You know, it looks like Ben Feeney is going to be the runner up there in the legs, you know, and Chris Lyon's going to be in and around him trying to get up as close as he can to him, you know. So Feeney's doing a lot of work there, running down the channels for Bray.
So Finney just zips ones inside. Butcher, nice return into the box. McCann has to do well here. Looks like he's pushed, but the referee has just given a corner. They could have given a free out there, Shane, but have been.
I don't think so, no. I think it was, you know, Dahi McCann did well to clear the ball, you know. And it's a physical game, you know. I think he leaned onto him a wee bit. I don't think it was a foul there, you know. So Bray has a corner here.
I was just fishing there to see would you react. Typical defender's answer there.
Not at all.
So again, another corner for Bray here. They haven't had one in a while here now, but definitely the last couple have been dangerous. There's a lot of movement in the box here. And it's well defended by Wara. Yeah. Takes no chances, Shane just clears his line.
Yeah, it was a good header, you know, but I suppose, you know, if you look on the positive side, this is a good chance for Fun Harps to attack. I know it sounds a bit mad doing Bray as a corner kick, but you look at Patrick Ferry up front here, and he's got a defender in front of him, and then you've got Sean O'Donnell, so that could nearly end up 2v2, you know, if it's an outswinger, you know, if it'd be hard for Tom Hyer to come out and claim it, but if he can get his hand on the ball.
Yeah, here we go. Dangerous flick. Oh, it's a chance. Heimer's done well there.
Yeah. Just looking at the positive
that was
there.
a corner, to be honest, but Harps got away one there.
Yeah. But that's a good opportunity for Fun Harps. If Tim Heimer can get his hands on the ball, it'll end 2v2, you know, at the back here for Bray. But I suppose they have to defend the first ball first.
Heimer looking to go along this side again. Messi with the header. Oh, it's a very sore one on the face there for Stokoe. It was Darren Craven there.
Yeah, it was a
bit high, just
high foot. I don't think he's seen him coming for the header, you know, so I think he'll get a booking for it. You know, it's no malice in it at all. But hopefully he's okay, you know, because he came on the blind side there and he did get a boot in the face there.
He certainly felt that on the face there. So little Eris is on there, just giving a bit of treatment to Daniel Stokoe, who's taking a half to one there. But a couple of corners there again, Shane, for Bray, but Harps stood firm there and defended it very well.
Yeah, I think so. I think a physical presence as well there on there. You know, it helps Finn Harps with them situations. You know.
Yeah.
Daniel Stokoe, you know, he started the game very well, and he's linked up with the front two. With Finn Harps, and he worked back as well. You know, he kind of doing the same job as what Seamus Keogh did at the start of the season. You know, you need players to be able to break from midfield and link up with the forward players. You know, so he's doing that very well, the same as Seamus Keogh did before he got injured.
Long ball into the back post here. It's a good header by Hutchison. Was it good on the end of it?
Yeah, it was a good header back. You know, that was the only place you could put the header. And, all good strikers should know that, you know, get in front of the keeper there and maybe just flick it in from there, you know. But so it was, the keeper came out and claimed it. He claimed it very well, McGuinness there.
Easier said than done. So the High McCallion here goes long. Well headed by Hudson. It's flicked on by Murphy, but Ryan full of a bit of time and space here, but he's just he's got away with one there. He'll say he meant it. Watson looks to put one in here. It's a great ball inside. He's played a couple of them now so far. Good enough idea again, but just didn't come off for Stokoe.
Yeah, and they all start to come off as well, you know, once you start gelling and playing together, you know, stuff.
Sullivan with the header inside to Macy, who's taking a bad touch there. It's a wee chance here, but they've cleaned it up well at the back. O'Sullivan back to McGuinness. Hudson looking for offside maybe or something, but nothing given. So as we approach the last few minutes here of the first half, both teams looking not to give anything away before half time. Strong header by Craven. Flood goes back to Warra. Just looks to play it early, but just a wee bit hurried there. But I'm sure some of these players too just finding the maybe first full game, Shane. One half in there, they're starting to feel the pace, but maybe looking for the half time whistle.
Yeah, you know, you can train away and you can do your runs and all that kind of thing. You can play matches and training and stuff, but you know, it's totally different to match, as you always say, match fitness. You know.
Yeah.
Ryan Flood might have a chance.
Yeah. Given away cheaply there by Murphy, but he got away with it. So Groom goes back to McGuinness. Whips one out to O'Sullivan here on the far side. He looks forward to see the movement ahead of him, and it's done by Finlay. Looked like he got the advantage of his hand there, but it's going to drift the whole way to the far side to Stephen Doherty. He'll whip one up the far side, but it's easy for Murphy to find. Groom goes to his left back, O'Sullivan again. He's found plenty of space over on this side of the first half. Bray only able to get Butcher into the game the last 10-15 minutes, Shane. He's an effective player when he's on the ball, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very direct, you know, so there's a lot of movement as well. He ended up in the middle of the pitch here, and then he was out right looking for that as well. So that's the biggest threat that they have so far, is Butcher running with the ball, getting it kind of in the final third and then running from 40, 30 yards out there.
Yeah, so Hutchison wins the header. Patrick Frey finds Watson. Looks to go inside. Hutchison again. Done well to find Ryan Flood. Oh, was we just slow and moving that ball? It's been intercepted by the number 7 there, Crowley. He's done well, but Harps won it back with a strong tackle by Mackinson. Doherty's done well to win the throw. Mackison done well at Shane, the left centre back there tonight as well. He's been solid, hasn't he?
Yeah, he reads it very well. I watched him in training, you know, and he's very commanding, good on the ball as well. But he reads situations very well, and he started his Finn Harps career pretty good so far.
So is that man Butcher getting on the ball this time? Look at that outlet again. O'Sullivan who gets the run on Watson this time. He's just overcommitted. It was dangerous before half time, but McCallion takes no prisoners. Sends that one long into the corner for Ferry to chase. And Massey's done well again.
Yeah, really good by Dave Massey. It looked like Patrick Ferry was offside with that long ball coming up, but you have to play the whistle and play the flag. You know, Dave Massey did that well.
Yeah, so 2 minutes injury time here at Finn Park. And as both teams look to get to half time. Great header forward there by Mackison again. And Stocco comes in. He's not the biggest man, but he's not afraid to get stuck in there. Is she in the middle of the field? Young Daniel Stocco, who's on a yellow card. Just need to be a bit careful.
Yeah, but he's done very well. I think he was the first man in the training at Finn Harps, you know, before all the rest of the players, the newcomers, come in, you know. So he's probably himself and Jimmy Watson. They were kind of on a week before everybody else, you know. So they've bags of confidence. He's a quiet young fella, you know, but he can certainly play.
Yeah, he's done well in this first half. So again, Bray, long journey to get here today. Shane, they've done well in this first half as well. They've shown why they're 5th place in the table. They've been resolute as well. And
yeah, I think they'd be happy enough for the first half as well. A good defending there by Mackinson as well. Just stepped on, but a physicality as well, and he got himself in between the man and the ball and got the free out there.
Yeah, so both teams look like they're nearly happy to go in here at half time. Shane 0-0 and just reset again for the second half as Tim Heimer looks to play one long here. This could be the final action of the half.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the substitutions as well. You know, Finn Harps have a lot of the players that played the first half of the season on the bench there. So, and including their BJ Banda, you know, who's a newcomer as well. So, interesting to see how this next 45 minutes. But I would say 0-0 is a fair enough result at half time.
Yeah, totally agree with that. And just to maybe give you the half-time scores from around the grounds. So in the first division, it's Kerry 1 and Treaty 2.